We had about 2,340 delegates, but eventually only about 2,203 were accredited. The convention chairman had specified this earlier to us. So those who are at the convention, the total number of delegates accredited for this primary election is 2,203 delegates. Now, I wonder, amongst all of from the issues that happened last night, I wonder, even from those who decided to step down, that formed the high point of what happened yesterday, were you surprised by any of those that stepped down?
I was surprised by the governor of Jigawa.
Okay.
But the interesting thing about the governor of Jigawa was that for a long time during this campaign for the party ticket, people were wondering why Badaru was not on Asiwaju's side, because they had history together for a long time. Okay. It was in ACN and things like that. And some people were even speculating that it was for the vice president or it was for somebody else who nobody knew. And we were wondering. Then, just about 2 weeks ago, I'm not too sure of the timeline, Asiwaju visited Jigawa. And it was a comic scene where he was telling the delegates that your governor is for me, you delegates, you are for me. I heard the governor was running for president like himself. You know? So it looked like a comic affair, but it has turned out to be what it became last night. That it actually, what Asiwaju said had actually come to pass.
Yeah.
You know, that was very significant. In the case of Akpabio, I had a hunch that he was going to step down for Asiwaju, because I thought that Akpabio knew that he wouldn't be able to pick the ticket. And I knew that he wouldn't go with Rotimi Amaechi, because himself and Rotimi Amaechi are like two wives of one husband. Since when they were governors, okay, they didn't see eye to eye.
So the rivalry
is the rivalry,
yeah,
and the mutual suspicion and mutual contempt and mutual gossip,
okay,
you know, had been on between Amaechi and Akpabio for a long time. And even going into this administration, that love has not been lost between them. So I never saw any way it could tilt to Rotimi Amaechi. I also did not see him going to the vice president. I had a little doubt about that, him going to the vice president. I thought that Akpabio is a very clever man. He will read the tea leaves and try to say, well, which one will pay me better? Or maybe we'll wait down the line and watch the trend of things and decide how to go with the tide. And it's significant that when he declared, it turned out that it is not from the southwest that we first saw somebody declare for Asiwaju. Because the whole argument has been that why is Asiwaju not getting his own people to step down? I know that there were meetings from the southwest. After they met with the president, there were meetings with Baba Konde, Segun Oshoba, the governors, Payemi, Oshibaju, and so on. The meeting that night, the vice president stormed out of the meeting. I think they were asking him to step down. He stormed out of the meeting. I called one of the elders on the meeting. He said, well, it's still an exploration. That's what he told me. It's still an exploration. We've not gotten anywhere yet.
That was why the program didn't begin early enough. As in looking at Tuesday, all the horse trading that was going on, it obviously ate into, the time.
No, this was before the convention.
Indeed.
Yes,
right.
This was before the convention. I think this was Sunday. Was this Sunday or something like that?
It was over the weekend.
Yeah, over the weekend. They were meeting. Then they met again in the morning.
But then the consultations continued and continued
all the way to the meeting.
Exactly.
Up until
even at the course of the meeting, there were still from what we got.
And that is the dramatics of it. One governor called me last night and said, now Asiwaju has confirmed. A former governor, I won't mention his name, called me. He said, that was before even the others started it was after Akpabio and Fayemi. Okay. No, and what's his name? Amosun. He called me and said, now this man is showing again that he's a strategist. That he choreographed everything and probably told them, well, don't step down. No. Up to the last minute, Fayemi was saying, no, I'm still in the race. Yes. Himself and 7 and 6 other governors came out with a statement and said, we are still in the race.
In this race.
Right. So he was saying, I'm sure what Asiwaju did was told them, you're going to step down, but keep insisting. The news came out 24 hours before that Akpabio was stepping down. Akpabio came out with a press statement. Yeah. I'm not stepping down for anybody.
Still insisting he would run.
In the race.
Yes.
So the dramatics of waiting for the moment to do that. It's almost like a script out of Aminu Tambuwa, who came at the last moment and shocked the hell out of everybody.
They really gave Nigerians and many other observers, a big shock, because many people didn't see it coming. Looking at how they had been talking tough, and of course, even Asiwaju himself had also maintained his stance. Keep it open. Let the votes determine how it. Let us know how it all swings. Let the primary be as open as it can be, and then all for them to now come on one after the other and now say we're giving our votes to Asiwaju.
All right.